After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch. Temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay, all green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Yeah, the remake. Although it's more like just like a graphical upgrade than a remake.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yas.
It's not like Resident Evil 2 remake where it's a completely different game. It's the same story.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
They gave it modern controls, which is kind of nice.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle. Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Okay, I'm finally in control of the game. I really like Metal Gear Solid 3, but the hardest part is getting through the intro. It's so long.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a list on the screen. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission.
I can tell when they added speech to this game, and it kind of sounds wonky, like they used AI.
Too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone.
Yeah, if you like the original, I would definitely recommend this. The only issue is it has some performance issues, but if you have a TV that supports VRR, it'll be more tolerable until they fix it, because I really don't see the frame rate drop on my end because of the TV I have is compatible with VRR, so it kind of fills in the frames.
Any traces of your presence. No weapons,
But some people might not mind the drops. I don't know. Some people are more sensitive to it than others.
Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of
I'm sure eventually they'll patch it, though.
There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word.
Yeah, it's more of an engine issue than like their fault, because most games that use this engine have issues with inconsistencies on it. So the engine's going through growing pains. So as soon as they update it, I'm sure they'll add a patch or something.
Covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me
He always
yours?
says her name so weird.
My name,
He's
huh?
like, Paramedic.
It's John Doe.
And they
It's
call
like
you
they
Jack
took
for
two
short.
sound clips and
You
put them
were like
together.
Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place.
You lost
She's currently
weight.
serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
It'd be kind of cool if they made a game about the boss, like during World War II or something.
Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit.
It makes me sad they never got that Escape from New York game out. Namco was working on it. That's who Snake's based off of, Snake Plissken.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Yay, freedom. I'm in control again. I gotta get used to the controls. Don't use the shoulder buttons. Remember, the D-pad now. I'm gonna get used to this game, and then playing the original games are gonna be difficult.
Tasty.
One less Anaconda movie for the franchise. All right.
Saving the game, Snake? Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in his path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
If you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too. It might even win awards all across the globe in 60 years.
Why's that?
2024 will be Godzilla's 70th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course. Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
A snake's listening to his Kodak. He's like on a pile of fire ants. Yeah, I'm not trying to roll into the swamp. No, I'm gonna get whipped with that tail. Snake. Snake's like the best of the best, though. That wouldn't even be fair. But this place smells incredible. Snake should have been a chef, man. Snake's unrealistically OP, though. I mean, he's single-handedly taking down mechs. Like, Snake's almost like a superhero. Exactly, Matt. Superhuman. I guess he kind of is in a way. They were like cloned to be perfect. I always thought on PS2 it looked really cool. You could see like the mud on your clothes. the new controls are better, but it messes with my muscle memory. No, my luck, I'm going backwards. Uh-huh. And I was.
Not too bad.
I bet it's pretty good. I've actually eaten alligator before. It's a very neutral taste. It pretty much tastes like anything you cook it with. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty much the price that they used to cost. $2. That's probably the best deal McDonald's has had in probably 10 years. Yeah, that's what my grandmother used to do. She used to wait for like the fast food places to have a sale, and then she'd like stock up and freeze them. I remember like Hardee's used to like let you double your coupons. I'm sure he's bitter about it. And he's busy. It's probably a mixture. I think he said he only gets to play like one game a year. I wonder what game he chooses to play each year. Wouldn't it be hilarious if it was something like Fortnite? Something you wouldn't expect. Hideo Kojima's favorite game is Minecraft. The next stealth game will have like a Minecraft building element. He'll give his dark secret away. Yeah, I know on like Instagram, he's always like posing in front of like every movie he's seen, which is pretty much everyone that comes out. You can tell when he doesn't like a movie because it's just titled "I saw a movie" versus it being good or something.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission.
He might be into stuff like that because Trauma is pretty popular, like in the independent, like film community. So a lot of people have respect for those films. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the Trauma films eventually makes the Criterion Collection.
The uniform option lets you pick your uniform.
Even though they're silly, they're like low key kind of respected.
Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends
Oh,
in with the surrounding
I
area.
just meant him seeing it in
The
general.
higher the value,
I'm sure
the
he would
harder
pick
you
the
will
other
decide,
film for
and vice
sure.
versa. The key is to make yourself
I
one
think
with
Toxic
nature.
Avengers just created
Then in
just to
line
be
as
a
you go
dumb,
along.
fun movie. That would be kind of the movie I would enjoy to see in the theater. Like, I kind of like more serious movies at home where I can like pause and think and watch it on my own time. I kind of like more fun movies in the theater. Unless it's like a movie I like have to see. Are you screwing up? No, you're not seeing anything. I'm trying to get used to these controls. Right, that transition screen kind of startled me a bit. Right into the tree. Good job. I shot his radio. Alright, what goodies do you got? I'm sure I would enjoy both films. The only thing new I've been watching lately are just the episodes of Alien Earth when they've slowly come out. Started watching Scott Pilgrim the other day and just ended up playing games. Um, just the movie. Just love like Edgar Wright's direction. Plus also reading the manga, like that's pretty much what the cartoon is. It's just animated. Yeah, so it seems cool from what I've seen. I haven't finished it because I need to finish the last issue of like the actual manga. Like, I actually had the book set. I just never got to end up reading the whole thing. I need to finish it, but I won't watch the Netflix one to completion until I finish the book. But so far, I like the movie better just because I think it's cool how they did everything in live action, where animation kind of fits the format better. So it doesn't seem as unique, but still really cool because they got the cast from the movie. Like, I can't wait to watch the rest of it. Hey, Aaron.
Guess I'm seeing things.
Right in the windpipe. Thank you. I practice on flies at home. Let's try to shake them down. I want to push X, but I know it's circle in this game. This in Metal Gear Solid 4 gives you a surprising amount of items from knockdown enemies. Oh, I'm glad that I could give you some useful advice. So no problem. I just hope it actually helps.
I think I saw something. Huh. Guess I'm seeing things.
It was all a dream. None of this is real. All right, Matt, thanks for stopping by. Hope your dinner's good. Talk to you later. I need all the ammo, not just some of it. Oh, he just went to have dinner. Usually I see him later if I stream late. A lot of us are night owls. Oh, sorry, there's a delay. Sometimes I see your message a little bit after. There's like a 10-second delay when I stream. So usually what you're seeing is 10 seconds after what I've already seen. All right, let's put away the gun. Let's give him a shakedown. Anything good? I don't know how the hell he fit that in his pocket. Yeah, sometimes when I do a sound test, I have to wait a while before I can even hear my voice because of the delay. Yeah, it's just part of streaming because it's coming from my system and then going to YouTube and being rebroadcast to all of you. So yeah, I imagine there's a delay, especially since the signal goes out all over the world. All right, I better get out of here before people start waking up. Why don't we crawl? Well, that's cool. You can see little leaves sticking to them. I don't know. Those tranquilizers are pretty strong. They might be out cold. They're probably such a deep sleep, they're not capable of dreaming. You could probably perform surgery on them like they're under anesthesia. Bees! Thousands of bees! I can't handle it. So many bees. They might be hornets. Hornets! Thousands of hornets! So many hornets! I can't handle it. There, I covered both. I remember sometimes on the weekends, they would have like a Sunday morning movie. And sometimes they would play this Killer Bee movie. and it was great because it was so bad. And everybody would run and go, "Peace! Peace!" Hope these aren't poisonous. No, as long as they're delicious. I'm glad that they automatically turn into tin cans. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Anybody there?
Dang it. I did not mean for all this to happen. I am screwed now.
Enemy? What's wrong?
You kidding me? I don't know how I pulled that off. I'm not gonna complain though. What kind of items you guys got? Gallery mate would be nice.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
See if anything matches. Oh, we're good. He's good. Not trying to burn out the suppressor. All right, bye, Aaron. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Oh, nice. That looks like another weapon. So excited. A shotgun? Very fancy. Oh, this is like Metal Gear Solid 4 where you probably got to add it through the menu.
sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still near. Pursue and engage him.
What can I say? Can't complain.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. Unable to locate the problem.
Understood. Resume your patrol.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
What's a crew soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Operatives?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one!
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov, too. Apparently, they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go. Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, on to Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the Survival Viewer with the Survival Viewer button. If you select Cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into two types of treatment: medicine and surgical procedures. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the movement stick to the affected part of your body, and press the enter button. Once you've selected the affected area, use the movement stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds. Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Hey Steve, what's up?
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend.
No, I hope they make at least one original game first. Hey Kat, what's up? Everybody's showing up right when I was about to walk the dog. I feel so bad. I'm sure I'll be on later. I just did think this cutscene would extend to probably past 10 o'clock, which is usually when I take the dog out. I need to make something for dinner and stuff. Even though I auto-saved, I'm going to save just in case.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
I was curious how they do this. It looked like they redid it from scratch. All the assets look new. I played the original not too long ago. And now they have all these options to upscale it, and this doesn't even look upscaled. That's how it is sometimes. That's why I don't platinum games. My vein in my forehead can't handle it. This is the same singer that sings the ending of I Am the Wind on Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Unfortunately, that's only on the PlayStation 1 version now, because they took it out of the later versions. Just like when they changed the voice acting. It sounds like it might be a different recording, like he might have re-recorded it I know her first name's Cynthia. I can't remember what her last name is. I'll probably say it on here if it hasn't already. Wonder if they re-recorded this or re-edited it in some way. Maybe it's just the audio design. It sounds different to me. Just ever so slightly. River 3 years ago.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a Halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor.
Seems like a game that you would want to distance yourself from for at least a little while. Maybe someday you'll go back to it.
If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
I still have to finish it.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits?
I didn't expect Assassin's Creed Shadows to take so long. That slowed me down.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
At least I'm enjoying my time with it.
According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
Yeah.
No.
Especially the Death Stranding series, like, that's a hard game to recommend to anyone.
Jack?
Like, when people ask me about it, I'm like, I don't know if you'd like it or not. You'd have to play it on your own. It's such a hard game to recommend. It either clicks or it doesn't.
Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
I think it has some interesting moments, but that's like a subjective thing, kind of like art and music.
From Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus...
I feel like that's just Kojima's style in general.
...in a nuclear explosion.
As much as I enjoy his games, I kind of have to expect it. Sometimes when I go back and play Metal Gear older, I don't realize it's like that until like I go back and revisit them. Because when I was like a teenager, I didn't care about stuff like that.
Armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice.
But to be fair, story-wise, the competition at the time for action games is probably like Resident Evil 2. With that top-notch voice acting.
Your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers...
I mean, the first game came with like a prop baby and a canister. Yeah, I would imagine those guys being a little bit
The man
cringe.
who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war.
Saying earlier when I was playing this, a cool like new game would be to play as the boss during like World War II or something.
The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one.
If they wanted to go into an original direction, I don't know how safe they want to play things.
Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our
Suddenly
airspace.
turn into a
And
cartoon.
yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of
I
insiders.
think these models are like the models from the original game, but like older. Like they're newer photos of them, which is kind of cool. They look a lot higher res.
Who went over to the Soviet Union.
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Yeah, graphically, it's impressed me so far. I thought I was going to be underwhelmed because the gameplay is relatively the same besides the new controls, but yeah, I'm getting sucked in like I'm playing the original all of a sudden. I just think the start of Metal Gear Solid 3 is so slow. It's kind of hard to get a feel of the game until like an hour or so in. Every time I start this game, I always dread the beginning. Like a 30-minute cutscene before you get control. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. And my TV's fixing whatever the frame rate issues are with this game with VSync. Luckily it supports it, and I'm sure they'll patch it as time goes on. I know they fixed the collection, so I'm sure they'll fix this. Yeah, so far I haven't come to like, the game hasn't crashed or anything, so my experience has been positive so far.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far
If
off.
this game turns into a shit show, I'll be honest about it.
Objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
Don't we all, GB? Don't we all?
Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatening?
Yeah, for sure. Is that like a commercial?
If the regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
It sounded like something that would be on a commercial.
Turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of
I
their
like
plan.
his bodicle.
The Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using
That's cool. I gotta walk Faye soon too. I gotta make dinner as well. I'm just waiting for the cutscene to end so I can save. But thanks for stopping by and hanging out.
Yes, that's exactly.
Hope you have a good rest of your night.
That was the plan. But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was
15 minutes past 10.
It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, because in the 60s you can't get VHS.
What should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
That'd be too advanced.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency?
Used to be an educational show on PBS called Square One. Used to love it.
I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That
Gosh,
frequency
the
is also
newspaper.
140.
I can't even remember last time I've seen like one of those like newspaper things that you like put the money in the dispensers where you can literally just take as many as you want. You just put like the quarter in how many. I think it's like probably like over $1 now, but back in the day it's like be like 75 cents or whatever. My grandmother would give me change and you could open up the door and you literally could get all of them. It was like on the trust system, but anyway, I haven't seen one of those things in a long time.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with
It's like newspapers are starting to become obsolete. You have to like go to the store to get them.
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is...
They used to like just be like on the corner of the street.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission.
And of course in the suburbs you get it delivered, but the city was a little bit different.
Weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time.
I don't even see many people with like the 2 mailboxes, the one for the newspaper.
It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake?
I don't remember how much it was. It might have been a quarter when I was really, really little, but I doubt it. Probably was at least 50 cents. All I cared about was like the funnies on Sundays. Probably a long forgotten thing with like kids nowadays.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Yeah, Garfield. They had Spider-Man.
4 days, actually.
Andy Cat.
You in the hospital. You were
The
still
other one.
unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
The Viking one.
We're all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do
My
anything.
grandfather used to like that one. Dennis the Menace used to like to read that one.
But seriously, don't
And I always used to like the games at the end that taught you how to draw something. Oh, Peanuts. Yeah, that one was really good.
If you start to run low, don't
I don't know how I forgot Peanuts. I never understood who read the Prince Valiant ones though. I never read those. I always was like, and that had like the biggest section too.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way,
Garfield used to be the only comics we could get like at our school library. So I used to read the crap out of them. And on the back of them, you see Jim Davis with his long ponytail.
But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
Yeah, we had some. I said Garfield, but I think we did have one like large Calvin and Hobbes book at our library that had like, I guess, several collections in one giant book.
Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble to make sure you and the boss don't kill each other.
But we didn't have like any superhero things. They're always like stuff that you'd see in the funnies.
You couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there. You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
Oh, Blondie was another one, and what was that? There was like the family circus, the one where the kid always had like one little chore, and instead of going to a straight line, he'd go through the whole neighborhood, and they draw out the path of like how he went to the place, and he like visit every single area in this whole like town. It was kind of funny. Yeah, that is cool that she waited on him. Did she recognize him, or she just see the name? Because I had no idea what he looked like until like I read Garfield, and then he'd be in the back of the book.
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
Oh, what if it was just some guy that looked like Jim Davis? That'd be even weirder. He just picked the guy who been in Garfield out of all people. I remember my dad used to work with a guy that kind of looked like Harold Ramis, and he brought him to my house and told me he was Egon, and he told the guy to say that he collected spores, molds, and fungus. And for the longest time, I thought my dad worked with Egon Spengler from Ghostbusters at work, but it wasn't the real Egon Spengler because he's a fictional character, unlike Jim Davis. Okay, I gotta stop here. Phase waited 21 minutes for this cutscene to end. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I'm stopping when everybody showed up. I did not plan on it. I might be on later since it's a holiday, but yeah, I'll be around. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll talk to y'all later. Yeah, most definitely. She's been nudging me the whole time. All right, take care. Bye.